How's it going, film and TV fans? Welcome back to another review on the Film and Review channel. Welcome back to another episode in our Wes Anderson look back. Today we are looking at the Royal Tenenbaums. Yes, the Royal Tenenbaums. Wes Anderson's third feature film directorial Wes Anderson's third feature film that he directed, and certainly one that is much. I know a lot of people have this as his favourite. I think it's on some sort of. This is the 159th greatest movie of all time. Listen, I still think Rushmore is better than this movie. I think Bottle Rocket is better than this movie. But I still fucking enjoyed this movie because, you know, what can I say? It's another stellar Wes Anderson picture. It's another one where the entire cast shine forward, but in my opinion it is Royal Tenenbaum who is the definitive character in this movie, although shout outs to Chaz as well, who is fucking legit in this movie. Scores on point once again, so is the soundtrack. I think as a whole this movie is just really well made. It's just, again, it's a Wes Anderson film, so it looks wonderful, it's well shot, it's very colourful as his films usually are. The stories, I really like the family dynamic of the story here, and I think that's something that really makes the film I'm not going to put it elevate above the rest, but you know, it's still fun. Yeah, it's a great little film, not so little. Gene Hackman's really good. So is Ben Stiller. I think the Wilson brothers are good here as well. I think the whole cast is fantastic, and they do really give off this whole they are a family kind of vibe. And like I said, as much as I do personally prefer Rushmore on many degrees, I still think this is a fantastic picture. Fantastic picture. Another 5-star Wes Anderson picture so far. I've been really impressed with the 3 films I've seen so far. This is the one I was actually the most anxious to watch because I didn't know how it was going to go, to be quite honest with you, because it didn't seem like one I was going to jump on immediately. But I did find myself really enjoying it. I knew that while I knew I wasn't going to like it so much, it didn't look like I was going to like it too much. I also did know that it was a very popular film among his catalogue, one of the more popular ones of his catalogue, I think, and possibly the most popular of his early filmography as well. So I knew that there was a lot going into it that think of it, and I do also am aware of the critical reception of his next feature film, which we're talking about tomorrow, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. So we'll be seeing how that goes, shall we? Because again, I'm sat here thinking not everyone likes this, so I'm going to go in gently, see how it goes, you know. But yeah, tune in tomorrow for my review of The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. But yeah, this is Royal Tenenbaums. This is a really fun film, I think. As a whole, it's a damn fine film. It's a great film. I love the Return of Tennis here as well, I think. And yes, this is, you know, a bit longer than is usual than most of the films has. Most of the films come in at around an hour and a half, an hour and 40, but this one's closer to 2 hours than it is an hour and a half. Although actuality, it's more an hour 43, and then like 7 minutes of credits to bring it up to an hour 51. But you know, that's a story for a different day. But of course, there's the relationship between Richie Tenenbaum and Margot Tenenbaum, which is an interesting one. But I don't think this is the right place to talk about that kind of thing, so I will move swiftly on. What I'm going to say is that I don't think it's as bad as it's being portrayed, because, like I said, they're not directly related to each other. So, but anyway, that's a discussion for a different circumstances, a different set of people. But yeah, it's good to see Bill Murray again. I did my research just before I recorded this. Bill Murray has been in every single Wes Anderson movie except for Bottle Rocket. He's been in every single one except for Bottle Rocket. I think in the case of Bill Murray, this is the one of the times where I can say, if he gets a phone call saying Wes Anderson wants you for a picture, he just goes yes. He doesn't even have to. He just goes. So yeah, Wes Anderson wants you for his next yes. That's literally it. Like, so Wes Anderson wants you for his next yes. Sign me up. But I don't think he even hesitates. I think when a Wes Anderson film was announced, you always know that Bill Murray will be in it immediately, in some way, shape or form. He is in every single Wes Anderson picture except for Bottle Rocket. Excuse more than I can say for some of them, because I do know, while Owen Wilson hasn't been in all of them, I do know he's written a few. He wrote Rushmore, although it wasn't in it, he wrote Bottle Rocket, and I think this was the last one he wrote with Wes Anderson, and he hasn't written anything since. Subsequent films would be written by the help by Wes Anderson and Roman Coppola. I think some of them were, but not all of them. Yeah, I really like this film. I think Royal Tenenbaums is a really fun one. Again, it's another high class Anderson picture that is just so much fun. It's so visually beautiful as well, as all Wes Anderson films are. It has great comedy. The script is certainly on top form. I think performances are always on top form in an Anderson film. It is one that I do acknowledge that is up there, and hell, it's even to the point where in college, it's the one Wes Anderson film. We've got a bunch of posters in the room we're usually in, and it's the one and it is the one Wes Anderson film that's up there out of all of his filmography. It's Royal Tenenbaums that was chosen to be up there. So it must mean that someone in the college either really fucking loves this film, or it's just the first one they pick, and I think it's probably the first one. And I can see why, because it's a great film, and again, it's a very interesting dynamic to see this family thing. I think it really works quite well in and it does lend itself to make the storytelling situation much more, fluid, because it has a lot of characters to focus on, so it doesn't have to just focus on one or two. It can tell different stories and side stories with each characters, and stuff like that, and that's what's really good about it, really. But yeah, Royal Tenenbaums is a fantastic film. I recommend you watch it. It's a great Wes Anderson picture, at the end of the day. It really is a great Wes Anderson picture, and I would highly recommend everyone check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Royal Tenenbaums is still, it's so fun. It's it's a great family picture in that regard. There isn't too much swearing. It's obviously shot in New York, which is nice to see. I like the hotel things as well, which is quite fun. Again, although I do not think this film is anywhere near as good as Rushmore and Bottle Rocket, I still have great appreciation for this film, and it would definitely be going in my top 50 all-time movies. Oh yeah. Yeah, Royal Tenenbaums is quite fun, and it makes my life so much easier that a good chunk of these movies are streaming on Disney Plus. We have on Disney Plus you have Rushmore, Royal Tenenbaums, Deja Unlimited, Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, Fantastic Mr. Fox, the French, the Grand Budapest Hotel, and the French Dispatch. Although the final two of those we won't be talking about in the series because I've already covered them. Which does leave Moonrise Kingdom and Bottle Rocket, Moonrise Kingdom, and Isle of Dogs. Now, thankfully, Moonrise Kingdom is streaming on Netflix, and Fantastic Mr. Fox is also streaming on Netflix and Amazon Prime Video in the UK, so that's fun. As for Bottle Rocket and Isle of Dogs. Well, I have the Creation Collection release of Bottle Rocket here. I bought it after watching it the other day because I love Bottle Rocket. As for the Isle of Dogs, well, I can only hope that it comes onto Disney Plus in the next couple of days. If not, I'm gonna have to, maybe not watch it 100% legit, but hey. Yeah, thanks so much for watching my review of Royal Tenenbaums, a movie that I think is great fun, but maybe not Wes Anderson's. It's definitely not his best, but it is still a great film. Yeah, I think it's a fun film. And I hope you will check it out on Disney Plus in the UK. Yeah. Yeah, thanks so much for watching one for today. Don't forget to check out all the other reviews below. And yeah, bye bye for now.